Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just wanted to share an experience I had in applying to outsource doers. By the way, this company is a legit virtual assistant agency or company wherein they usually hire Filipinos even though we don't have any virtual assistant experience. By the way, if you are new to my channel, please click the subscribe button and the like button in there so that you can help me establish and of course to grow my channel. Thank you so much in advance. So I will tell you what are the different process for assessment that they will be requiring with time stamps as well on the next clips for the next minutes of my video. So stay until the end of it. Let's start in here. So of course you have to go to their website, that is outsourcedoers.com. By the way, nakita ko lang din naman yung mismong website na ito or yung mismo. Nalaman ko lang din naman ito because sa YouTube, kakapanood ko ng YouTube, kakahanap din ng mga company katulad ninyo kung saan ba pwedeng mag-apply kapag wala kang mismong experience as a virtual assistant. So, yun nga, tinignan ko lang din and of course, while doing that, habang nasa website ka na, kailangan mo din namang basahin yung mga nandun kung ano yung mission, vision, values ng company so that you'll have an idea kung anong klase ng company yung pinapasok ninyo. And then, of course, if you want to apply, before we go to that part, meron dito yung mga tasks na gagawin mo in the future o yung pinagsabi nilang ano yung niche mo. Tama ba yung pronunciation ko? Yes, something like that. But yes, ano yung niche mo, ano yung pinaka-product na in-offer mo sa yung customer. So in order to do that, scroll down ka lang sa pinakababa ng page. Tapos, of course, meron dong link na kung saan makikita mo yung how to contact them. So just click yung become a doer. And then, syempre, i-delete ka nila doon sa page na kung saan pwede kang mag-apply as a doer. Syempre, may mga position din, yung mga openings nila, naka-indicate na din doon sa mismo page na yun. And of course, I know naman na alam niyo na kung paano mag-apply. So just provide your updated resume and make sure na tama yung mga kinikiin ninyo na information doon. And they will usually apply naman immediately and they'll tell you what to do. So, pagandahan ng sa outsourced doers. Number one, they're a legit company. Hindi sila nang i-scam ng mga tao. Hindi sila scammer. Tulad ng mga ibang company dyan. Number two, they're offering paid training as well. Number three, they're very responsive. So let's say, for example, you have questions regarding your application, ano yung next steps, they will reply immediately to your concern or to your inquiries. So that's a good thing about them. And also, um, it's very easy naman to do the assessment kasi may mga guide naman sila, may mga complete instruction naman doon, right? However, on the training part, medyo magiging challenging yung part na yun. So, yung training part na yun, we will discuss it probably in the next video kasi medyo madugyo siya. Madaming dapat gawin doon sa mismong training period na yun. And most of the time, medyo strict na sila when it comes to answering inquiries kasi they want you to be independent. They want you to learn how to work things on your own, to be self-sufficient while doing the task. So it's a good training, however. So we'll proceed on the next step din naman. Papakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung mga paano sila nag-communicate, ano yung mga possible assessment na gagawin ninyo during the process. So after mong mag-submit ng resume mo, and then lahat ng information, contact information mo na provide mo na sa kanila, they will immediately get back to you. Siguro in a span of 2 to 3 days lang. Nagre-reply sila sa inyo for the next step. So if you will click this link na binigay nila, so click here to learn more about what happened from here. Bibigyan ka nila ng parang summary or an overview. Like, ano ba yung mga next steps na gagawin mo? So, April 10, diba, nagbigay sila na, okay, we receive your application. Tapos, overview, kung ano yung mga next steps. April 11, nagbigay na sila kaagad ng assessment. This assessment is what we call CEFR assessment. So, dito nila i-check kung gaano ka proficient when it comes to using English language as a medium in communication. So, that's it. Sabi ko na sa inyo, this is very important. So, I'm not sure kung ano yung basis nila kasi usually you need to start siya sa A1 to C2. C2 is the most proficient one. So, it would be better if you'll get B2 or C1 or C2 para makapasa dito. However, it wasn't mentioned kung ano yung kailangan bang i-pass doon. Basta C2 yung highest. If you can get C1, it's better. But try to aim for C2 as well. April 15, they sent another email na kung saan they were requiring me to finish sets of personality tests din. Tapos may mga, ba't ibang klase ng exam dito eh. Meron din, ano yung gagawin mo? Customer-based scenarios. Parang simulation siya. That, for example, if may customer, ano yung gagawin mo? Tapos yung client-based relationship din. But say, for example, nag-request si client na ganito yung gusto kong color. Ano yung susundin mo? Sa tingin mo tama or sa tingin mong ni client? Mga ganun base ng question. So, these are very easy and I'm sure you'll pass it. So, personality test, syempre, kung ano yung dapat gawin as a professional, yun gawin natin, yun yung sundin natin. So, by the way, guys, kapag nagsisend pala sila ng assessment, may mga time frame yun. Say, for example, you have to finish this assessment within 72 hours, 48 hours, so pay attention doon. Kasi baka mawala yung access mo or baka mamaya mas mahirapan o matagal yung respond or reply nila sa inyo. So, by the way, April 15, nag-take on assessment. April 16, meron ng interview schedule. So, ganun sila kabilis. April 17, nag-send na sila ng calendar so that I can schedule my interview. Mabilisan lang, diba? So, yun yung sabi ko sa inyo, once you've done the assessment, tapos i-pass mo, basta pagkapasa ng assessment ko, hindi ka naman busy, click it and do it immediately. So, dito, nag-schedule ko ng interview. This is an interview na naganap sa Google Meet. And just a short story. By the way, during the interview, my interview was around 2 or 2:20. Tapos, hindi ka agad dumating yung interviewer. However, I stayed until the very end of that schedule. Tapos, yung mga bag na mag-i-end na yung meeting, doon pa lang pumasok yung interviewer. And then, reschedule na naman ako for another time. Tapos, sinabi sa akin 3:30 or 3:45. Tapos, naging 4:20 or 4:45. I don't remember exactly yung time. Pero ganun yung nangyari. Pero however, I stayed pa rin. Kasi, syempre, sayang opportunity, right? To learn something from the company naman. Thankfully, the result from the final interview is positive din naman. So now, we are going to do the doer certification assessment. Marami silang papagawa sa part nito. Merong sa Canva, which was actually like yung mga magnet images, mga teaser, ano pa, PDF din. Tapos, may mga images na napapa-edit, may mga videos na napapa-edit. May mga instruction din naman doon kung ano ba yung dapat tanggalin, ano yung dadagdag mo. Susundin mo dapat yung mismo request ng client. So, everything was given din naman. Right? However, if you're not familiar with Canva, other things, baka medyo challenging to sa'yo. So, if you want to apply to this company as a virtual marketing assistant, do an advanced study. How to navigate Canva. Para at least, kapag nandun ka na, hindi ka na mahirapan din. Diba? So, that's it. And I'll do another video regarding the progress of this application as well. Thank you all for watching. Have a good day.